Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. Monday night, September the 26th. Market had a big update today. And so we're going to go look at some of the stocks that did well and had promising patterns. Leading the way today was MELA up 55%, exploded. As you can see, we had showed you this over the weekend. The big breakaway gap to pull back twice here, the wedge that formed, and then today the sudden gap with explosive move. It got all the way up to 620 at one point. We had shown you that there was a resistance zone at about the $6.20 zone, and we got right up to that and backed off today. Next target on this will be up about 8.5 3/4. But first we may, and that's a long way away perhaps, but we need to see what happens in terms of follow through up or down with support in the 4. Well, first of all, today's low of 453 and then about 405. If we do get a move through the 620 zone, again 8.25, 8.5, something like that. SIMO certainly doing well, continuing to do well. We had a swing trade from here to there. It backed off right to support, and today bounced back $1.49 at 12.5% active. Great. This line here is the key. It gets through that, I would look for a move up towards 17, 17.5. MAKO doing very well. I showed you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way move, then the pullback to test support and the trend line. And today she bounced $1.88 at 5.33%. 856,000 shares traded, not a lot of volume, but if we do get some sort of follow through, I expect a retest of 42 and then possibly move up towards 46.7. ELGX also, after breaking out and running up to the top of the mid-channel trend line, backed off here to retest, and today snapped back 52 cents or 5%. We need to get a follow through and a retest of 11.5 area. Through that, we could see maybe 13 or better. CPHD breaking out of a wedge, pulled back, and then yesterday popped today and up another $1.60 at 4%. There is resistance right up here, but a move through that level should test 41 and then get us up towards 44.5, the next trading target. FINL, I want to show you this one because it's been moving of late. The last 2 sessions, we had a big pop yesterday, and today another follow through that took us right up to this recent high here. If we get any kind of follow through past 21, 21.25, I suspect we could see 23 to 23.5. That's our next target up to test these multiple highs May, June, and July. And through that, maybe something in the mid to high 20s. ADES, we showed you the big pop on Friday. Today jumped another 66 cents or 3.7%. Volume was low, but it's a 10 stock, and I'm still looking for a move up towards 22 on this. ARUN, nice pop that took it out of the wedge today. Jumped 80 cents. It was up at one point $1.85 for $2, but reached 24 and backed off. The declining tops line comes in around 26, so we look for that as an extension move up towards there. SIMG continues as a swing trade. It broke the declining tops line and channel here, backed off to it, and then ran again. The target is around 715.25 range. Dunkin' Donuts, one of my favorites, jumped another 94 cents at 3.3%. Volume pushed 1 million shares today. You can see the on-balance volume lines moving up steadily. Looks like it's been accumulated. I'm looking for a swing trade move up towards 31.5, 32, and that remains our target, short term. Beyond that, mid-30s may be doable. WMGI is acting great in the last couple weeks. It's run from 13 to 18, backed off, and today popped again up 50 cents. 1.4 million traded, and if this continues, we can see this spike up towards 19.5, 20. NXTM, you can see the big declining tops line is lurking here, but this line here was tested today, even though it backed off it. It was up 49 cents on 791,000 shares. We could get a follow through to test that and maybe even a breakout, but my target would be around 24.5 short term. Ultra short gold today also spiked, getting up to over 20 before backing off to 1939. Still up 42 cents on a day. A nice follow through with surge and on-bounce volume. It is a bit overbought short term. We could see a pullback retest, but any move towards 18.5 may be construed as a buying opportunity, particularly on low volume. Cubis Pharmaceuticals, after the big run up last March, April, May, came down, tested the gap, bounced, and this line here was taken out, pulled back to the moving average, and retested the breakout line there. And today up another 66 cents or a couple of percent. So let's see if this gets through the 37.5 range and moves up in the retest at $40 level. Through that, the stock could spike into the 43, 45 zone. WPRT, love the pattern, the breakout, the pullback, and the bounce on Thursday. I think it was an inside day, but nevertheless an up day. Traded over 1.1 million, or about 1.1 million, and it looks like it could, if it extends right here, move up into the 39 to 40 zone. My short-term, my intermediate-term target. My short-term target is 34 for a retest of this old high. EDAC, a nice falling wedge right back to support. Fairly low volume with good technicals. If this is going to hold and truly hold the trend channel that it seems to be forming here and make another move, then I would expect it to hold somewhere in this zone right here. And should it do that, my target would be up around 12, maybe 12 and a half. So look for a pretty good move here on EDAC if we start to see it thrust with volume. And lastly today is a follow-up on Yahoo's action. Although there was no news over the weekend, the stock pulled back, and as a result, the stock pulled back to 14.23 this morning. It closed at 14.75, up a small fraction. Not far from the high for the day. Wouldn't be surprised to see a test of 16 pretty soon, short term, without any news. If we do get some news, very well maybe 18 to 20 or so. And that's it for this evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.